Welcome back to the Odyssey, everyone. I am Mike Odyssey, and today I am on a mission to prove with facts why the Nintendo Switch 2 will be the greatest generation console in Nintendo's history. We're talking record-shattering pre-orders, a game lineup that's already iconic, hardware that pushes the boundaries, and a future so bright that it might include the Nintendo Switch 2 Lite and the Nintendo Switch 2 OLED. This isn't just an upgrade to the Nintendo Switch. It's a revolution that's redefining what Nintendo can do. So join me as we unpack the facts and explore the possibilities and see why this console will change gaming forever. Let's dive right in. Let's start with the pre-order chaos that's already making history. The Nintendo Switch is set to launch on June 5th for $449, $499 if you get the bundle with Mario Kart World. And this system has already seen unprecedented demand. Only in Japan, Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa reported that over 2.2 million people have signed up to pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2 at the My Nintendo store, far exceeding expectations. In the United States, pre-orders started on April 24th on sites like Walmart, Target, and GameStop, and pre-orders sold out within hours, with some websites even crashing. Now, unofficial reports put pre-order numbers at over 6 million units. Charlotte Massical from French retailer Frank called the pre-order numbers historic, noting that Mario Kart World Bundle and accessories like the Nintendo Switch 2 camera are huge hits. This isn't just hype, it's proof that the Nintendo Switch 2 is on track to rival the Nintendo Switch 1, 141 million units sold. With Nintendo promising restocks and analysts predicting record-breaking launch sales, the movement is unstoppable. Now the games are where the Nintendo Switch 2 shine, and Nintendo's first-party lineup is a knockout. As a person who was lucky enough to have a hands-on with the Nintendo Switch 2 and play Mario Kart, I can tell you this is the perfect launch title. Donkey Kong Bananza, out on July 17, brings DK back to the 3D platformer where you smash, climb, and dig to destructible environment. The game looks gorgeous, and Donkey Kong's new expressive animations put him at another level. And this game truly feels like a Nintendo next generation game. Launch day also brings The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions with smoother frame rates, faster load times, and a Zelda Notes app for guided exploration. Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Cross Worlds adds a new story content and mouthful modes, while Super Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV introduces mouse controls, mic support, and a Bowser live game show mode. Now, I know these titles have been around for a while on Nintendo Switch 1, but let me tell you, the Nintendo Switch 2 breathes new life into these amazing titles, giving them that next generation feel. The Nintendo Switch 2's new processor, GPU, and 256GB storage open the door to third-party giants. At launch, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition brings a once impossible game to Nintendo. Street Fighter 6 Years 1 and 2 Fighter Edition offers 26 characters and local wireless mode. Final Fantasy Remake Integrate and Hades 2 join the party, with Elden Ring and Madden NFL 26 confirmed for later. Rumors of Assassin's Creed Mirage and Assassin's Creed Shadows shows third-party commitment. The Nintendo Switch 2 is a legitimate multi-platform player, bridging the gap between PS5 and Xbox. Now let's travel to the Nintendo Switch 2's future for a second. The Nintendo Switch future isn't just about games, it's about hardware evolution. While Nintendo hasn't confirmed a Nintendo Switch 2 Lite or OLED just yet, the original Switch's life cycle, Lite in 2019, OLED in 2021, suggests that they're coming. Now, a Switch Lite could be a budget-friendly portable-only device, potentially priced at $249, perfect for young gamers and Animal Crossing fans. An OLED model, possibly launching in 2027, could bring an 8-inch vibrant 4K display, building upon the 7.9-inch screen we have for the launch model. Now, the Nintendo Switch 2's future games are where dreams become a reality. A new 3D Mario is heavily rumored, with Doug Bowser hinting at leveraging Nintendo's IP catalog. Leaks from Newegg and Expo suggest an open-world Mario possibly launching in 2026 with sprawling levels in a 4K dock visuals. This could be Nintendo's most ambitious Mario ever, rivaling Breath of the Wild scope. The next Legend of Zelda, likely releasing in 2027, could be a technical masterpiece. With the Switch 2's ray tracing and 60 frames per second capabilities, imagining Hyrule with dynamic lighting and seamless exploration. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom already deliver a 60 frames per second and sharper visuals, setting the stage for a groundbreaking sequel. Now, Animal Crossing is primed for a grand sequel that builds upon Animal Crossing's New Horizon 45 million units sold. Now, picture a larger island with multi-level terrains, seasonal weather effects, a town building mechanic. The Switch 2's mic and camera could add voice commands or photo sharing. A 2026 launch could make this game a culture juggernaut. Now let's move over to the future of Nintendo Switch Online. Nintendo Switch 2 Online is leveling up at launch. NSO Classics adds GameCube games like The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, FX0GX, Super Mario Sunshine, and Luigi's Mansion, all with widescreen and higher resolution. An NSO expansion pack membership unlocks these with more titles planned. Now, Game Chat is free until 2026, which brings the ability to chat within the games without using the app. And let me tell you, GameCube is just the beginning. I expect Nintendo DS, Nintendo Wii, and others to be added to the NSO platform. Now, the Nintendo Switch 2 at launch will not come with themes or background music, but this is not to say that we will not get them with future updates. In fact, with update 20.0.0 on the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo just proved to us all that they are able to add features to the current Nintendo Switch. So why is Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo's greatest console generation? It's the evidence. Historic pre-orders, a launch lineup led by Mario Kart World, third-party giants like Cyberpunk 2077, and future blockbuster games like a new 3D Mario, a new Zelda, and a new Animal Crossing. Now, on top of that, add GameCube to NSO, and the possible promise of a light version and an OLED version in the future. Add it all up and you've got a console that is not just Nintendo's sequel console, but Nintendo's magnus opus. Now it's your turn. What has you hyped for Nintendo Switch 2? Share it in the comments and let's have a talk. If you found this deep dive compelling, hit like, consider subscribing, and don't forget to click that bell so you are notified for all upcoming videos. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Never give up and journey on. Peace.